There are some things in this world that go way beyond human understanding. Things that cannot be explained, things that most people don't want to know about. That is where we come.
Do you know what the most frightening thing in the world is? It's fear.
We all go a little mad sometimes.
Whatever you do, don't fall asleep.
I'm afraid!
Don't be afraid!
No. Be afraid. Be very afraid.
What an excellent day for an exorcism.
It's all true. The boogeyman is real. And you found him.
When there's no more room in hell, the dead will walk the earth.
I see dead people.
Listen to them. Children of the night. What music they make.
They're here.
And welcome back to Ghost
Freaking
Talking. That's right, Ghost Freaking Talking, the paranormal podcast you don't take home to mama. I am your humble host. My name is Nick.
And I'm Newsroom Nessie.
And we are live here at Wolf Hollow in Rockford, Illinois. So yeah, well, we will talk amongst ourselves.
Yes, we will.
How are you today?
Fantastic. Yourself?
I'm doing good, but you know, for instances like this, I do have stories because we are packed with stories.
Yes.
And this one, I get that people, you know, do different things with ashes with different people.
Yes.
But I cannot believe someone went to a Pink concert.
I heard about it. Yeah, I thought it was pretty messed up.
And tossed a bag of their mom's ashes onto the stage of Pink. When I first heard this story on another podcast, they made it sound like somebody just tossed the ash, like poof. Like
the actual
Pink.
Yeah. Gotcha. No, I figured it was like in a container or something. But was Mom a big Pink fan?
Yeah, I was thinking because this
was Pink like her idol or something.
I have no.
I don't know. That just seems very weird. I know a lot of people throw stuff on stage. And I know lately it's been a thing where people actually throw stuff on stage and actually hit the performer. I know that's actually been a thing where a lot of people have gotten like black eyes from it or got hurt from stuff being thrown at them. So when I heard this, I'm like, what? Like, yeah, it just didn't make any sense. And I think Pink even made a comment.
Yeah, she got thrown up. It didn't hit her. It landed on the stage.
Yeah.
She like walked up to it and kind of like barely picked it up, and she's like looking at it, and she goes, "Is this your mom?"
Oh my gosh.
And then she dropped it. She said she slowly placed the bag down on stage and said, "I don't know how I feel about this."
Yeah, that's. I mean, if you think about it, like. You know, that's something that's you don't just hand out to people.
And it's weird because I originally heard this story on last podcast on the left that I listened to.
Yes.
And they actually had somebody bring a vial of their, a fan brought a vial of their dad's ashes in a like mini vodka bottle, like a plain vodka bottle.
Okay.
Wrote the dude's name and handed it to him after the show, and the host said, "I still have it. You know, William something or another." I'm like, wow. I'm like,
wow. I mean, you're lucky that there's people out there who keep it like that because you know most. I don't know. You get someone who just throws it away. Like you don't want to have a piece of your loved one just thrown away like that. Like, why would you just randomly give that? It doesn't make any sense.
Yeah, right.
That's very weird.
That's super crazy.
Very
and I don't know if
weird.
there aren't people watching. You said that you got the notification that we're live, but I have not seen anyone in the chat, so I don't know if there's anyone out there in the chat area.
I don't know how. Yeah.
If you bring up, because my screen is totally different. It's like YouTube did something different while we were on our sabbatical.
Sabbatical.
See if there is even a chat available.
It's live, yeah. Here, I'll test it. It just looks like there's nobody in the chat.
I forgot to mute the purple mic, and while we weren't talking.
I think we'll be okay.
Okay.
I did just send a test message in the chat, in the live chat. You're in top chat. Do live chat.
Do live chat? Huh?
That's probably. Then maybe you'll see my message.
Oh, there it is.
We go.
No, test. Okay,
Test.
so nobody is out there loving us. So
no one's watching us live.
All right, but another news story that I want to talk about is this Las Vegas alien sighting. Now,
When was this?
I sent you the TikTok where there was like it looked like a shooting star.
Oh, right. Yes, this one.
It landed in the back of these people's house, and they called 911 and said that there was an alien looking in there. But the thing is that when they called 911, the police officer that they dispatched, he actually saw what they saw.
And you can see it on one of their body cams that it actually, you can see it in the sky. So there was like, I think 2 cops that noticed something falling in the sky, thinking like, what the hell is that? And then they get a call from dispatch saying, yeah, there's some guy saying there's aliens in his backyard. And then they're kind of like putting 2 and 2 together. And
the
dude's
cop
like, I don't know what I'm walking into right now.
Yeah, because you could definitely see hear the vibe from the cop. He's like, guys, I just seen something. I didn't know what it was, but now they're calling saying there's aliens in their backyard.
Yeah, that would be a little freaky. Like I would definitely be curious and want to know what's going on, but do I really want to be the first person to find that out?
All right, so my tagline when I start the podcast?
Yes.
What's my tagline? Is we are the podcast you don't take home to mama.
Oh, yeah, and your mom is listening.
My mom is listening, and she just wrote in, says, because she's watching my daughter. She's like, Bella and I are watching it and love it.
Well, thanks for
thank you,
listening
Mama.
And supporting.
So I guess I can take my podcast home to my mom, I guess.
Yes, your mom's cool like that.
Well, at least, what we're doing here. You're more than welcome to check out the stuff in here if you want. We're taking over like a section of their shop, and there's still stuff back here people can check out.
Yeah, there's some books and
they're
stuff
like,
back here.
I'm afraid that those
I don't want to be on camera.
Those weird podcasters are gonna bring me in and make me talk about ghosts. But Las Vegas police have placed cameras in the backyard of a family home where they claim aliens crashed last month. So the police are actually putting cameras in the backyard. A Vegas family called the police after aliens supposedly crashed in their backyard. Family members were recorded saying they saw an 8-foot person with big eyes that is not human. Police body cam footage also showed something falling from the sky. According to the sources close to the investigation, law enforcement are not treating the incident as a hoax and have placed the camera in case the aliens make another landing.
Unless they come back to that exact spot.
Oh, jeez. So
funny.
they, Las Vegas station reports that the temporary cameras have now been removed, though. So they didn't give it too much time.
Yeah, well, I mean, they're not coming back. No, they're not coming back.
All right. Another news story here. Singer divorces devilishly handsome ghost of a Victorian soldier after less than a year.
Alrighty.
Brocarde? I don't know. Look at that name. How do you say that?
Brocarde, maybe? Brocard? I don't know.
Yeah, let's call it Brocard.
Okay.
That sounds simpler for me to say. Brocard, a songwriter and performer from Oxshire, has said the spirit became increasingly possessive after their wedding and switched between being warm and intense and threatening.
Wow.
A singer who married what she claims was the ghost of a Victorian soldier has said they are divorced less than a year later. The songwriter and performer, who goes only by the name Brocard, said she first met devilishly handsome Eduardo when he burst into her bedroom one dark and stormy nights.
Wow.
The 40-year-old from Oxshire said long-haired Eduardo immediately announced his love for her and later began confiding in her.
Wow.
Their spirited love affair hit the headlines when Brocard announced...
You would pronounce it differently every time you say it.
Brocard, I was thinking Eduardo. Brocard announced they were to marry in a chapel on Halloween in 2022.
Oh my gosh.
Brocard posted a video of the ceremony on Instagram where she was seen wearing all black with an empty space where invisible Eduardo was said to have been standing.
She married her invisible friend and put it on the internet for everyone to see.
Yeah, look at there's a video for it and everything.
So they had a priest up there and everything.
Yeah, they had a preacher and yeah.
Wow.
However, shortly after they married, Brocard said she was angry that her husband got too drunk on their honeymoon in Barry Island, Wales.
Oh my god. So did they hand out like medication for mental illness at the reception? Because it sounds like there's a lot of it going on there.
Brocard added that Eduardo would become increasingly possessive and would switch between being warm and intense and then threatening.
Wow.
She said, after our initial meeting, Eduardo slowly revealed more about himself to me. You can never trust a ghost, I guess.
So after the first meeting, but that was still before you married him.
Yeah. I saw his images as a Victorian soldier. He was always in his uniform. Even on our wedding day, his face is devilishly handsome.
So she has a fetish for guys in uniform, that's all it is.
Shoulder-length hair, unruly hair. He looks well lived in, well worn, troubled, almost. There's a pain attached to his being.
Wow.
The songwriter, poet, and performer also said she tired of Eduardo's unsettling fascination with Marilyn Monroe.
Wow.
No, this... Brocard claims the soldier's crush on the late iconic Hollywood actress began on their wedding day when he spotted the spirit of Monroe in the chapel.
The spirit, oh my gosh.
So they had Marilyn Monroe.
Fake news.
Oh, this is fake news?
Where are you getting your news stories from?
I don't know. Somewhere. Oh, this is skynews.com.
Totally legit.
She claims the soldier would disappear for days before returning, smelling of Chanel No. 5.
Oh my god.
The fragrance which Marilyn Monroe wore.
Is she seriously like going into this much detail about her invisible friend ghost husband?
I mean, I guess if you're trying to she's a singer-songwriter, so I guess she's trying to get herself put on some kind of map. Or something?
I don't know. She's going to be put somewhere.
The singer claims setting boundaries infuriated Eduardo, and he allegedly started to haunt her with the sound of a screaming baby. Brocard says she returned to the chapel where they married in order to exorcise him from her mind. She announced the split in her song, Just Another Anthem. So she wrote a song.
Oh my gosh. Wow. It's crazy.
Have you missed these stories?
That's crazy. I don't know. That's crazy. I mean, that's just like a lot of intent and like for this whole story. I mean, to like live your life for almost a year with your invisible husband.
Yeah, and then he goes and cheats on you.
With Marilyn Monroe.
With Marilyn Monroe. I guess if you're going to cheat on somebody with another ghost, Marilyn Monroe would probably be a good one.
Wow, interesting.
Man, Marilyn Monroe really gets around.
Even in the ghost world.
Yeah. We are still waiting for our guests here.
Yeah.
But I do have one more story.
Yeah.
And then we'll just kind of talk amongst ourselves on how life has been in the last, 10 months since we've had a podcast. Here we go. What are we going to talk about? Do you have any guesses?
No, go ahead.
Terrifying red-eyed winged creature spotted again at an Illinois airport. Ladies and gentlemen,
Mothman.
Mothman returns.
So when was this sighting?
This was in December.
Okay, so this is one that
December
we've
2020.
talked about. Okay, I
No,
didn't know
no.
if this was like a brand new one.
Well, we haven't talked about this one. We haven't done a podcast.
Right, but we have talked about this, me and you
Yeah,
personally.
you and me.
Yes, okay.
Because I brought it up the other day. I'm like, oh, we were talking about it.
Yes, okay. Just want to make sure it wasn't a new sighting.
No, well, maybe there is. I don't know.
I mean, like yesterday.
A Chicago fireman stationed at O'Hare International Airport recently reported a terrifying encounter with Illinois' infamous Mothman. If you've never heard the tales about Mothman, aka Batman, let's get you up to speed.
AKA Batman. Who calls him Batman?
But the thing is that you showed me was it a TikTok or Instagram thing of a bat the size of a man? Didn't you show me a picture?
Yes, but technically it wasn't as big as it looked. It was deceiving.
Oh.
But there are bats that get, relatively large.
Yeah, but the picture
It looked like a small child.
Yeah,
It looked like the size of a small child.
Yeah, the picture you showed me looked like it was like from top of the front porch down to the front porch.
Yeah, if you read the article, though, I sent you the picture before I read the article. It's technically not as big as it looks.
Oh, fake news.
Yeah, fake news.
Fake news.
So. Okay, so you believe that one.
Mothman is a winged creature that is said to have the body of a man and the wings of a moth. It is often described as being tall and lanky with glowing red eyes and a wingspan up to 10 feet. According to legend, the Mothman is a harbinger of doom appearing before tragic events. And we have covered him ad nauseum on the podcast because he's my guy.
Yes.
While Mothman sightings are not unique to... Oh, check it out. Somebody in the shop here has a Mothman tattoo.
That is
There
That
you
is
go.
awesome.
That's awesome.
Oh, I love it.
That is freaking
it's
amazing.
perfect timing. She
Perfect
just walked
timing.
in too.
Yeah. While Mothman sightings are not unique to Illinois, many reported sightings happening around here, and a lot of center around O'Hare International Airport.
I wonder why O'Hare.
I think it's the sound of the engines attract it. I think that's
Really?
what. Yep. Do you want to? You're more than welcome to sit down.
Oh, welcome.
We're talking Mothman.
I like Mothman.
All right.
Yeah.
So what's your name?
I'm Stephanie.
Nice to meet you,
Nice
Stephanie.
to meet you, Stephanie.
Nice to meet you
I'm
guys.
Vanessa.
And I'm Nick. We are Ghost Freaking Talking Podcast.
Yeah.
And you have a Mothman tattoo, so you must be big into Mothman?
I am. And my 1-year-old, well, now 1.5-year-old granddaughter, that's her favorite kids book. They actually have a Baby Mothman kids book.
Oh, really?
Really?
And that is her favorite book.
Oh, okay.
So I actually, she got my love for Mothman.
Yeah.
But when you're saying about O'Hare, that is the only place that has documentation that is with government. That because it's on the air towers,
Yeah.
documents by multiple people. So it's been multiple sightings there,
Right.
and they actually were able to identify it. Saying yes, the Mothman.
That it was what they're,
Right. What
saying that
people are
they.
saying, they say it's a legend, but no, there's actual documentation
Wow.
that it was existence.
Boom.
Wow.
Boom. Look at that. You take that to your Bigfoot and get out of here. Because we have a running thing on this podcast where I'm a big believer in the Mothman. There's
Yes, me
just so
too.
many sightings of them. And then, I don't think there's a Bigfoot. They're like, well, you believe in a big flying man, but don't believe in like an actual ape creature being in the forest that
Right.
nobody ever sees. There's no bodies of these things ever. There's trail cams everywhere nowadays, and
But
there's
you
no
can-
picture of him.
Oh, I was to say you could say the same thing about Mothman.
well, yeah,
You
that's
don't
what
see
I
his
said.
bodies and stuff, or like baby Mothman.
Yeah.
I don't know.
But yeah, they do actually have it notated by multiple Federal Aviation members
Wow.
on their records, because at the towers of O'Hare Airport, they have in the towers, they witnessed it at the airport. And because of it being something besides an airplane or on their normal route airplanes, they
Right.
have to list it on their charts.
To report it.
Yep.
Wow.
See?
Because you always hear like a firefighter had saw it.
Yeah,
so
that's the story
you
I
would
was
like
reading.
to think, okay, well, there's a little credibility there. You would like to think, and then of course with O'Hare, I guess you would have
And it's
it documented
multiple times.
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah, I know he shows up frequently in
yeah,
the area.
And we were just saying, what attracts him to that. And I'm thinking it's more of the loud noise, like the high pitched noise of like an engine, kind of like how they have their sound,
But they might
the
not even be able to
echolocation.
hear that. Like, depending on their frequency of what they're able to hear or not, they could hear stuff that we can't even hear. You know what I mean? So who knows?
Or it could be all the lights, because a
Could be.
moth
Oh,
likes
yeah.
light.
Yeah, definitely.
Whereas in other areas too, other towns and states, it's near something that has a lot of lights or a bridge with a lot of cars. So they're, and at night
With
it
the
comes.
lights.
Yeah,
That
'cause
makes
You
sense.
see them more at night.
I think last year there was a report of him sighting at the Wisconsin State Fair at a concert. Would have a lot of lights.
Yeah, no, that
and
makes
everything,
sense. Like
too.
the lasers and stuff like that.
Yeah. Yeah,
Interesting.
So yeah, see, I am not alone.
Yes.
I never said you. I'm not saying I don't believe it.
No, we know what the truth is.
Yeah, we know the truth is out there on the Mothman.
Yes.
No, that's awesome though.
Yeah, that's cool. That's the baby Mothman. I never knew there were baby Mothman books.
It is a really fun book. There's actually the Men in Black in it.
Oh.
They're looking, the Will Smith and his name,
Yep.
they are looking for baby Mothman, and where is he?
Wow.
So then you open up, it's like the old cardboard book pages, and then you open up the door and there's baby Mothman.
Oh.
And my granddaughter starts screaming and gets all excited because
cute.
baby Mothman. And Randy and Liz does have a vendor that makes a lady that makes different stuffed animal type things here, and she does make baby Mothman and the Mothman ones.
I think I've seen him here before.
Yeah,
if she's had him here
I think
before.
that's the same person that made the Krampus.
Oh,
that
the
you bought
Krampus
me.
doll? Okay,
Yeah.
yep.
And yeah, she makes the baby Mothman.
Okay.
So she made one for my granddaughter.
Oh,
I bought
that's
from
so
her.
cool.
So for Christmas this year, I want the baby Mothman books, and I want a baby Mothman.
Baby Mothman. Okay, note to self.
yeah, baby Mothman needs to go right next to Krampus. Come on.
Yeah, he does. Get the collection, yeah.
Yeah, so yeah, that's really cool. That I didn't know that.
Yeah, and what a coincidence. We were just talking about Mothman
Yeah,
and you
right.
walk in.
Yep.
We actually were, I was in the back room for a
Oh,
while.
you were? Okay.
Then we went next door. Liz and I went next door to see a new store that opened.
Gotcha.
And then came back in. But you guys are in like the perfect room here. Liz and I come in here, and usually there's two big comfy green chairs over here.
Yep.
And we sit in them. And if you look in that coffin, you can see the shape. That was a little boy who's 7 years old, Robert. He was in that. Sometimes he doesn't like a whole lot of people, so he wants the lid closed.
Oh.
Wow.
And then there's a spirit attached with that morning gown.
Okay.
And a spirit that's attached with the doctor bag.
Really?
We've talked with the spirits in here before.
I keep eyeing that, but I never noticed the color difference until you mentioned it. But I see that now.
Yep, and Robert was 7 years old. When we were having a talk with him,
Okay.
he's very talkative. He
Yeah.
likes to talk with
Okay.
people that believe in, speaking. And we even had one other day, which they have on their webpage, one of the skulls that they had right up in the front, the lava skulls for your fire pits, it went up and down onto the floor. And those are heavy.
Those are heavy, yeah. I picked
Yeah.
up one of the bones.
Yeah.
Wow.
But all the spirits in here are really friendly, and they're just love.
No.
They love people that love dead.
Yeah.
We actually came in here and did an investigation one night, and they stayed away from us all night long. Like we could hear it like across the store from us. We'd go over there with our equipment, nothing. And we got a couple like small voices in that came across our EVPs. But yeah, for the most part, there was nothing in here for us.
Maybe you should try during the day, because I do know. Well, some of the activity is at night, but now that you're doing the broadcast in here, they're getting to know you more. So maybe they'll be cool with it. But I know that when Liz and I come in here, I always volunteer here. So when I come, I just plop down. First thing I do, put my stuff down and sit in the chair and talk to the people in here.
Yeah.
And see what they have to say for the day, and okay, do you want your window open today or closed?
Yeah.
And,
nice.
And he responds very well to it. And I said, well, if you don't want to talk, I'm going to leave.
Yeah.
Yield.
Wow.
Okay, you want me to wait, but then you got to talk.
Yeah.
But then they decided, I told them, well, you're not talking, so I'll come back later. But they do get active in here.
Yeah, we've like I said, we did the investigation the one night, and then the one other night he had us come in and set up equipment and just let it run all night after a book got tossed off their bookcase.
Right here.
Yeah, so we had the SLS on it, and when we got here setting it up, there was like an entity that sat on Liz's her go-kart, and it was like
Her wheelchair.
It's a go-kart. It's a go-kart. It's a go-kart. Have you seen her zoom around here? It's a go-kart.
It's a zoomer.
Yes.
So it like would sit right on the top of her, like the figure would actually.
It was like riding right on the top
like riding
there.
right on top of her go-kart. It's a go-kart. I seen you zoom. Don't get me. It's
We're
a
talking
go-kart.
about when had the SLS, and we had the entity riding with you.
You give us eyes, a mouth, and a nose, but we can't move for a lack of toes. Atop our head we have a handle.
Showtime!
You're gonna need a bigger boat.
Jack, the Pumpkin King.
Our lifeless bodies rotting together.
Sally, I need your help more than anyone's.
You certainly do, Jack.
He's sullen.
He's furtive.
Backstabbing.
He sulks.
I suspect him.
You're unbalanced.
And I hate him. By God, you're right!
Get your limited edition Halloween sticker series now at KevinAHinkle.com. 6 designs to choose from the shark from Jaws, Jack and Sally from The Nightmare Before Christmas, a jack-o'-lantern, Morticia and Gomez Adams, and cult classic Sam from the movie Trick or Treat.
What's that?
Absolutely. Yeah, we got another microphone there. You want to turn that one on there?
I can turn the purple one
We
on.
were just talking about you and the hauntings, or I shouldn't say hauntings, but the spirits that are attached in here to the items and how they are very nice, though.
Oh, you're good.
Yeah, you're
Yeah.
fine.
Look at you, you're all goth coordinated.
Yeah, I have been told that I have a younger entity attached to me, and her name is Janie.
Okay.
I think she's ancestral.
Okay.
Because that name runs in our family, and there's some proof from death records that there have been some young people of that name that have passed. And so I like to think it's one of my great grands that's kind of hanging out with me.
Yeah, of course.
And the thing is that it was the about the size of what a kid would have been.
Yeah.
When the SL, because it wasn't like it was a tall person or anything.
No,
It was like it was like about
smaller.
the
And it was acting about what someone that age would be doing, just climbing all over stuff.
Right.
Yeah, exactly.
On the go-kart.
Yeah, on the go-kart.
On the go-kart. It's like, look, let's go zooming.
Yeah. But it's funny because we were told that we need to make popcorn for her. She likes popcorn in my dad's popcorn pan. He's been gone for 20-some years, but I have his popcorn pan.
Uh-huh.
It's just an aluminum pot, and we used to make popcorn in it together when I was a kid. And he would take it. He worked at Chrysler, and he would make popcorn once a week for all the guys.
Oh, okay.
So and he'd fill this big garbage bag full of
Wow.
popcorn, like Santa, but it was Santa corn.
Santa corn.
So I have that pan, and every time, and I never used it for popcorn until Randy. Randy was the first guy I ever let use it, ever.
Oh,
And
wow.
The first thing he made in it was popcorn.
Wow.
And so now he's the only one that makes popcorn in that pan. And we put like a little, like a little offering bowl out for Janie. We each have our bowls, and then we put it on the coffee table.
Oh.
We don't touch it.
Oh, wow.
And then we leave it out overnight. And Martha's like, I understand.
Yeah.
And then the next day we just put it out for the squirrels, and they love it.
Yeah.
So
That's really cool.
Yeah, that's cool.
So I think that's what that was.
Yeah. Like I said, and we left that night, and nothing ever came across the SLS.
Yeah, that was the only time. Yep, during the
Yeah, well,
we were like testing it out.
Yeah, we were testing it out, and then it was doing its dance, and then nothing. Because we were telling her how we did the investigation that night here, and it seemed like everything stayed away from us that night.
That was weird because right before you guys got here, it was mad in here.
Yeah.
Just mad. And then you guys came to the door, and it just just went quiet.
Yeah, it's like, shh, everyone shut up.
Hide.
Hide.
Yeah.
They want to see us. We will not show ourselves.
Yeah.
Yeah. It was. We never had that happen. 'Cause we've had other people to come in.
Yeah. Yeah, we've, I've always had, stuff. Yeah, the most activity I've always felt was in that dressing room area.
Dressing room. Everybody says
that's where I get it. And even that night, there was nothing going on in there. And so I was like, oh man, get this opportunity to come in here and do an investigation, and they don't want to hang out.
Yeah, they don't want to play.
Yeah, but they did call you by name.
Yeah, they sure did.
That was crazy.
Yeah.
That was crazy. We all heard it, and we're like, we've never even had our names said.
Oh yeah.
So
it's weird how many times my name comes across spirit boxes.
Really?
Yeah, I was telling them earlier, we were at Stronghold Castle for the convention, and I put a brand new battery before we walked in on my spirit box. Got up to the Rumpelstiltskin room.
Yeah,
and it's really creepy up there.
You need to go there.
And
road trip?
because they have Rumpelstiltskin like drawings, like old classic Rumpelstiltskin drawings all over the walls.
Oh, really?
Throughout this entire place, it's an old kids' room. And I got up there and I turned on the spirit box. Trent was holding it, and as soon as he turned on, it said Nick, and then died, like drained that battery, gone.
Wow.
And then so we took that battery out, put a brand new one out of the package again in there, turned it on. It said kids, and then boom, drained that battery too. So it's crazy how many times Nick, because even when we were doing this thing at the house, I think it was like New Year's Eve or something like that, where we would put headphones. We'd plug in headphones on the spirit box, so people just have the headphones on, and we stood across the room and had our back towards them, and we would ask questions, so they're not hearing what we're asking. And it would actually, I'd ask a question, it would, give an answer to them, and it would, Nick came through a few times. Yeah, it was a crazy, experiment that we did that night.
Yeah, it was.
Because we had a group of 6 people in the house, and everyone was getting it.
Wow. Did Linda bring you something?
Yeah.
What'd she bring you?
Yeah, she brought us a sign of Bray Road here.
Yep. Beast of Bray Road up
yeah.
in Walworth County, Wisconsin.
Yeah.
So
that.
we've never been there before, so she brought that and some photos.
Yep. She got photos of like the Jeffrey Dahmer place,
Yeah.
and there's a death house, and
Yeah.
the church where that brick came from.
Yes.
We got that. That's really cool. And I like holding it. You just can get like a vibration to it.
Yeah.
And so it was really cool to
brought
have
some goodies,
some
so.
little goodies there.
Yeah.
While you guys are here, why don't you plug this witches ball? Because I don't think we've done an episode. Have we done an episode
I don't
since
think
then?
we talked. No, I don't. No.
Where you guys just blew the doors off this place to where you guys can't host it here anymore because it just got too damn big. So you guys took out a fairground for this thing.
Yeah, it's crazy. Well, 3 years ago, beginning of the year, Randy and I were like, what can we do this year that'd be really cool?
Mm-hmm.
And I don't know, like, spring came around, and I'm like, let's have a witches market. And he's like, okay. So we just,
Something like that.
yeah. So we knew people.
Yep.
And some local artists that do creepy things, different things, jewelry, oddities.
Yeah, all kinds of stuff.
Some very pagan-based craft things. It was I think it was just a really good mix of different things, something for everybody. And we did 2 days just inside the store, Saturday and Sunday. And Saturday we had 7 vendors, and then Sunday we changed it out and it had 7 different ones.
Okay.
And then
No.
Make it through.
Body surfing.
If you want to sit on my lap, just ask. And the response, we had we did $1 at the door, kind of just so we could gauge how many people we had.
Yeah.
And 800 people.
Between the 2 days.
Wow.
That's crazy.
Yeah, and it was only for 4 hours each day. It was crazy.
Wow.
It's elbow to elbow.
Just packed the whole time.
Yeah,
Yeah.
and we had
And it was just us two.
us two at the counter, and we're looking at each other. There was one point where I'm just about crying because I was just overwhelmed.
Just overwhelmed.
Wow.
Yeah.
Yeah, I didn't realize that people they
We're
wanted
here.
it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And the paper came, and so
Wow.
Yeah, we made front page that week.
Oh,
Yeah.
wow. Very
Yeah.
cool.
Wow.
yeah,
That's
so
cool.
A lot of the vendors, they hadn't done shows before. There's a few seasoned ones, but most of them are just local, and they just like to make things.
Yeah.
And I'm like, you
Place
got
to
some,
share it.
Yeah, I'm like, you make some really beautiful things. You need to be in this show.
Yeah.
And it went off really well. So we had year 2, and then year 2, I'm like, there's no way we're gonna have all these people in here.
Not
again.
inside. Yeah.
No. So we're like, let's rent a fence. Let's rent some porta potties.
So you did it in the parking lot, correct?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, we did it in the parking lot. We added a friend of ours as a DJ for way back when, long time he's been doing it. So he came, and we had lights outside and 25 vendors. We only did it for one night. There was a 2.5 hour wait line around the building.
Wow.
Wow.
Yeah.
2.5 hours.
1,400 people
Wait.
in 4 hours.
That's nuts. And unfortunately, we wanted to come to it, but we were out of town, I think. Weren't we?
Yeah, I forget where.
I forget where we were, but
yeah.
we were out of town that night. And at this point, we didn't get out here to check it out.
Yeah.
Yeah, but now this year.
This year, you gonna be there.
I mean,
Yeah, well, definitely.
yeah, with bells on.
Yeah, for sure. So it's at Boone County Fairgrounds.
Yeah, I was thinking how cool it would be if you guys came and did live podcast from there.
I mean,
Just
I'm
saying.
down. Maybe we could actually talk Trent into not blowing us off this
Yeah,
time.
right.
You
Yeah,
hear
got
that,
blown off for the
Trent?
Ren
Yeah,
Fair.
right. Yeah, he blew us off for a Ren Fair today.
So did he dress up?
I'm guessing.
Right.
I didn't see him leave this morning, so he might have dressed up because he's got all the Victorian garb stuff.
Yeah.
So he does all that.
Yeah. That's a fun time.
Yeah, but definitely, if you guys wanna
love to
set
have
something
you.
up, yeah,
Yeah. Yeah.
definitely.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah.
So how many vendors are going to be there this time?
So this year we have moved it to the Boone County Fairgrounds, October 7th, which is a Saturday,
Yep.
from 4 to 10 p.m.
Okay.
It's $15 at the gate, and that includes 5 live bands performing.
Okay.
Not dead ones, live ones.
Nice.
And then there'll be comedian Marcos.
Yes.
Okay.
In between emceeing.
So some entertainment.
Yeah.
Yes.
Okay.
We'll also have DJ'd music in the vendor buildings.
Okay.
Because the entertainment's all in one building.
So you have multiple buildings then?
Yes, we have 3 buildings. We have the grounds, and we have a little bit in the midway. We weren't able to go completely up to the grandstands at the fairgrounds, just because Fall Diddley is coming in right behind us, and they already have tents set up.
Gotcha.
Before we even get on the grounds. So.
Gotcha.
But we'll work on that for next year.
Yeah.
Nice.
So we've got the bands, we've got the music, we've got over 85 artists.
Wow.
Nice.
Between 2 buildings and the grounds. Many readers of all different divinations.
Yes.
We've got face painting for the kids. We've got makeup artists for, if you want more of a formal spooky look. And you want to go and just, take 15 minutes and get some fun spider eyeliner or something.
Cool.
And
We have a henna artist.
henna artist.
Very cool.
That's
Several local potters, which I'm very excited about.
Yes.
Oh, that's really cool.
Pottery's just awesome.
Nice.
Yeah, I think so too.
Yeah.
I agree.
But
We have 6 food trucks.
Yep, I was going to ask. I was going to
Yeah.
see if the food trucks are coming or.
Yep, we have Sabori's again this year. They've been a big supporter of us. We have Batches Barbecue coming.
Okay.
We have Gala's Snack Shack. We have Halo Bake Shop returning.
All right.
Wicked Nutrition is joining us this year.
Wicked Nutrition is joining us this
Oh,
year.
nice.
Wicked or Wiccan Nutrition?
Wicked.
Okay.
They were at the Castle
Yeah, they were the
Chaos.
ones in the basement at the Castle Chaos, right?
Yeah.
Very cool.
Cool.
Yeah, Trent kept going down there and buying their stuff. He dug it.
Yeah, we have them. We have Frank's Lemon Shake-Ups, which is the sister to Frank's hot dogs.
Downtown Fancy Food.
Oh, okay.
Downtown
Very cool.
Frank. So he's done have his little lemon trailer out there.
Yeah.
Awesome.
Who else?
Did we forget somebody? Did you get barbecue?
Yep,
I
just
did.
mentioned the barbecue.
Yeah.
Nice.
Oh boy,
There's
it's
one
really.
more we're working on, but we don't have it confirmed yet.
Yeah.
so we
Oh,
can't
okay.
say. But yeah, so
It's awesome how it's just grown so much
Yeah.
in just a short period of time.
yeah, and
That's great.
it's been really fun to see everybody. There are some ladies in the group. They get to know each other just by bumping into each other here or doing a show, and now they're all going out for dinner together.
Now they're friends and
Yeah, and it's just it's
They're doing Peck Thing together.
yeah
yeah.
yeah.
Nice.
Oh, that's awesome.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Very
it's
cool.
Just, I would say probably a third of the artists are coming from the Milwaukee area, a third are
Okay.
local, and a third are from the Chicago area.
All right.
So
Okay.
it's really eclectic mix. of
Yeah.
And
people.
then we actually have, not to say Wisconsin's out of state, but we have one from Minnesota
Yeah.
and one from St. Louis area.
Yeah.
Oh, that's
nice.
great.
Yeah.
Making the drive for that. So
Wow. Very cool.
exciting.
Yeah.
So are you guys just selling at the door? Or are you guys selling tickets ahead of time or
Only at the door.
only at the door?
Yeah.
Day of the event.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
I didn't know if you guys had any kind of feel of how many people, pre-sales or anything like that already.
Yeah, we thought that was probably the best way to avoid scam artists.
Yeah.
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 You know?
I got scammed, I just said earlier how I got scammed at Roadhouse for a paranormal event.
Yeah.
It was sold out, and someone got in the chat group and was like, "Oh, I got tickets to sell," and I sent the money out and
Too good to be
never got the
true.
tickets.
Oh.
Oh, I'm
Yeah.
sorry.
Yeah, it's all right. So live and learn.
Yeah. Do that again.
But yeah, I definitely get the feel on
Yeah.
that. So
Yeah.
definitely.
Yeah.
Yeah, so it sounds like it's gonna be a hell of an event.
Yeah, we've got on our Facebook page, or you can just look up 2023 We'll Follow Witches Market on Facebook. I handle all the social media mostly. I mean, Randy posts some, but for the event, I do most of it. And I don't have a lot on Instagram yet. But
That's
the event's
okay.
up there, you know.
Yeah.
But yeah, I would say to stay updated, follow it on Facebook.
Nice.
Okay.
We'll follow oddities. Hashtag we'll follow oddities.
Mhm.
All one word.
It's a long hashtag.
Yeah.
I've
Really long.
typed that out a few times. Like, well, and it's not like it's like, you know, sometimes you post something on Instagram
Yeah.
a few times, it'll like automatically fill it in for you.
Yeah.
But for some reason, we'll follow
Not with
oddities.
tags,
No.
yeah.
No.
No. We thought that was a lot shorter than we'll follow gift shop.
Yeah.
I don't know. We'll
I
follow
don't
gift
know.
shop seems like it's shorter, right?
Well, it's probably easier for you to spell. Yeah.
It's more boring.
It's like how do you spell oddities? Oh,
Right, exactly. Shop is easier.
It's like how many D's are in this?
So we also have the Winnebago County Ghost Hunt or Ghostbusters will be there.
Oh, nice.
Oh, okay, cool.
They are manning our exit gate. So
Yes.
Oh, okay.
We have character actors from Twisted Crypt, Haunted House.
Okay,
they'll be
cool.
there before their
Their
shift
shift for the
starts.
night. Yeah, they'll be there
So
from
They'll
4
be
to 6.
walking
Yeah.
around. Okay.
Nice.
Oh,
We've
that's
got a couple
awesome.
drag queens that might represent.
Okay.
Very cool.
I've asked for some very spooky outfits from them.
Okay.
So,
Nice.
I talked to one day and
Yeah.
he was saying, yeah, I'll probably, and that's so good because
Yeah.
he has a show that night, but he's going to come to the market beforehand.
Before.
Yeah.
That's
Are they
awesome.
the ones that do like the stuff down at office?
Yep.
Yes.
Yep.
Yep.
Very cool.
Okay.
Yeah,
Yeah.
we've been to a few of their shows, which has been really cool.
Yeah. Yeah. So
Yeah,
we're looking forward to
anti-heroine. We've been to
Yeah,
a couple of
Anti-Heroine,
their
yeah.
shows.
Yeah.
Yeah, everybody that we've seen there is fantastic. So yeah,
Yeah.
it'd be a lot of fun.
Yeah.
Very
Awesome.
cool.
Yeah.
Nice.
Cool.
Yeah, so it sounds like it's
forward
going to
to
be a heck of a show.
Yes.
Yeah, and it's only a few months away, so
Yeah,
it's
so
just
it's
crazy
like,
to
man,
think
where'd
about.
the summer go?
I know, like where'd this year go?
I know, less than, well, we're about 6 weeks out now.
Wow.
Just
Right?
about.
Or
Just
8 weeks.
about,
Well,
yeah.
No, 8, 9,
Yeah.
sorry. 10.
Yeah,
10 weeks. 2
10
months
weeks.
in about 2 weeks.
Yeah.
Yeah, because
Speed that
because
up.
I was talking to her yesterday about, you know, I'm like, man, you know, because last time we did a podcast here was March of last year.
Yeah.
I'm like, man, that seems like it was forever ago, but it doesn't seem like it was that long.
Uh-uh.
Yeah. So I was like,
Yeah.
oh man, you know, this is our 8th time with you guys.
Yeah.
That's
Thank you for having us.
Yes.
Me and Trent
Appreciate it,
started off
so.
in that little tent over in the corner.
Yeah, I remember
I
that.
know. You've been through all the stages
Yep.
of Wolf
Yeah.
Hollow.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, we went
Yeah.
from the tent, then we went over to the little table over here in the corner,
Yep.
Yep.
and then you guys set up this. And this,
Yep.
you know,
This
I,
nice
this
room,
this
yeah.
area has been like probably out of all the areas, this
Yeah,
has probably been the
this-
best one.
this room's- yeah.
But you guys are actually renovating right now, right?
We are.
Yeah.
We
Uh,
are.
Now, will that be your new like entertainment area then?
Most likely. It's going to be a venue space for sure.
Okay.
It's added more workshop space for me and Randy.
Okay.
Storage space.
So you're not adding more space to the store area. It's more
No, no
storage, more for
Yeah.
your personal
Yep.
work and gotcha.
Yep.
Where
It'll
we can
Okay.
do workshops and
Yep. And then
Workshops.
venues for
Yeah.
the
fun
bigger
poetry
room.
nights.
Cool.
Concerts.
Kind of expanding a little bit.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And then
yeah.
when we do like our Krampus Mart and our Yule Mark, we'll be putting vendors back there as well as up here.
Oh, okay.
So
More room, yeah.
Very cool. And I do have to say the Krampus gig you guys did last year was
Wasn't
awesome.
he amazing?
I walked into this place and this place was packed. It was like elbow to elbow with people. I'm like,
Yeah.
wow, this is awesome. And the costume was unbelievable.
He killed
Yeah.
it.
Yeah, it
he
was-
killed it.
It was so good.
Yeah.
Now, was that like someone local?
Yep.
Or
Yes.
was-
Yep.
yeah. Were,
Yep.
were they with like Twisted Crypt or
No.
just
No.
do our own thing?
No.
he
He's
just does his own thing.
He's
Really?
he's actually a elementary school teacher.
Really?
Oh, that's awesome.
Nice. And then he eats kids on the side.
Yeah.
I see why he's the teacher.
But he did such a great job.
Oh, yeah. It was really cool.
He's just such a gentle soul. So it was pretty ironic
Yeah.
for him to want to play that part.
Yeah.
Yeah, because I took some pictures with the kids and that with them, and you know I
Yeah.
got a lot of compliments, and they're like, "Oh my god, that's really cool. Where'd you go for that?" I'm like, "Well, follow, of course. You know, where else are you gonna do that?" Here?
Yeah.
Yeah. So we're trying to add a little bit more to that this year. I'm not saying anything.
Okay.
Oh,
We have some fun things planned.
well, that's cool.
So we will be repeating our Krampus Market and then immediately the next day will be the Yule Market.
Okay.
And then the
Very
following
cool.
weekend, we're going to do again the shopping with serial killers.
I
that
came
was
for that
fun,
one too.
yeah.
That was really cool.
Yep.
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 You getting stalked by Jason. That was really cool.
Yeah. Randy made a pretty good Leatherface, I think.
Yep. Yep.
Yeah, I didn't even realize it was you at first. I remember, yeah. And you went up to Nick, and I think she knows
she's like,
it's
who
me.
are you even she's like, who are you talking to? I'm like, that was Randy. She's like, I didn't even recognize him.
Yeah, that was a good time.
Yeah,
Something different, that you don't
Yeah.
experience.
And the thing is that especially around like Halloween and that, people just eat the stuff up around here. And then you guys carried it into the Christmas time, and and like I said, I walked in on Krampus Day. I was like, "Jeez, I don't even think we can move around here." I'm like waiting in line. I'm like, "Jeez, this is congrats to you guys." I was like taking selfies with all these people behind me. I'm like Vanessa, look at all these people.
Yeah.
Because you
awesome.
weren't able to come.
Yeah,
out
I
to
didn't
that.
come for the Krampus thing for whatever reason. I don't remember.
Yeah, I don't remember, but yeah.
I came for the serial killer shopping day.
Yep.
So, yeah.
Yep.
Times.
Yep.
It's a lot of fun, and then that extra space in the back, it will allow us to really have some fun with some more markets. Especially in the spring and the summer. We want to get the kids involved again because we had the Gothling Gallery.
Oh, okay.
That was a lot of
Oh
fun.
yeah, the
cool.
kids artists. Yep.
Yeah, kids and the parents come in. They're like, "When are you gonna have another one?"
Oh, very
that's
cool.
awesome.
We got to get the space done before we can commit to dates. And
Right. So is that where the kids basically come in and they draw something, or how did that work?
No, they're blooming artists that don't have a place to show their creepy artwork.
Gotcha. Okay.
Dark little gothlings.
So it's basically a place for them to show off their artwork then.
Yeah.
And they sell it.
And sell
come
it.
in.
Gotcha.
Yeah.
So they're not creating it here.
Nope.
That's already
No, yeah,
okay.
it's already
Gotcha.
created.
Yep.
Oh,
Nope.
that's awesome.
We did have one artist last year, I think she was drawing while she was selling stuff.
Right.
Oh, that's
Very
cool.
cool.
But yeah,
Yeah, I think that was Z, wasn't it?
I think so.
Yeah, and Z has now become a part of the Witches Market. She and her dad come. And,
Very cool.
yeah.
Oh,
Yeah.
cool.
She's one of the older artists. 'Cause It's 17 and under for the Gothling Gallery. So,
Nice.
yeah.
Very cool.
That's cool. Yeah.
Yeah, because you guys did the adult artist day too, where you had right? You had
Yeah.
artists in as well, and we came for that, and the guy that designed our
Yeah.
the
Yes.
old logo,
Slow
Yes.
Death.
Slow Death. He was
Yeah.
in here.
He was here with it, and he brought his daughter.
Yeah.
So she had a
Yeah.
great time dancing with
Yeah.
Leatherface and Freddy and
Yeah.
Ghostface.
That was cool.
Yes.
Yeah. I got a little video of it somewhere.
Yeah, because the guy that we have on our show that's an artist, Mr.
Hinkle,
Hinkle,
yeah.
he actually wanted Trent. He was going to send his stuff out here and have Trent set up, get a spot with you guys to sell his stuff at one of these events. he's going to put Trent to work for him. he's like, I can do spooky, because he does, he actually did this reimagining of our logo.
Nice.
So he did that and sent it to us, and
Nice.
we put some stuff in your auction last year of
Yes.
his,
Yeah.
and
Yeah.
it was Elvira, the
Yes.
Elvira
Yes.
picture.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah, you need to tell him to get to work.
Yeah.
Yeah, he usually does the Halloween sticker series. I don't know if you've talked to him about one this year.
I haven't heard
He's
too
been
much
working
about
on that, or if it was.
Is he on today?
He hasn't popped
seen
in. I
him.
was
Oh.
really shocked that he hasn't popped in. Usually he's a pretty
Yeah.
good watcher of the
Yeah.
show.
Yeah.
But last year he did another poster. It was Sam from Trick or Treat,
Yeah.
the Pumpkinhead guy. Really cool, and he's kind of like sitting in a cemetery with candy all around him, and he's got like half of his mask ripped off, so you got the creepy underneath it.
Oh, cool.
And then on the candy wrapper, because he put Ghost Frickin' Talkin' on one of the candy wrappers for because as like an Easter egg.
That's awesome. Like a nod. Yeah.
Because on the Elvira one, there's he put GFT for Ghost Frickin' Talkin' in the tiling of the floor. So if you look at the tile on the floor of Elvira, it's got her name on it too.
Very cool.
Yeah, because he's our inspiration. we are his inspiration when it comes to the spooky.
Nice. Nice.
Yeah.
Nice.
Yeah. So you guys kill this thing every time we're here. It's incredible vibe, and you guys
I love this
set
place.
up all the guests for us, and definitely one of the best places to come for like Christmas gifts. That's for sure.
Oh, well, thank you.
Yeah, a lot of the stuff we give each other is from here. Like last year, we were here shopping together.
Yeah.
And I seen that cookie jar. I'm like, man, I really like that. She's like, I really like this cookie jar. I'm like, man, I gotta get a cookie jar. then she walked out, and I walked back in. I'm like, oh, I forgot something.
I'll pay for it. Yeah.
I'm like, hold on to this for a week until I can come back out.
Yeah, we're good like that.
Yes.
No, you guys are awesome. So
We tell all our customers that, it's just like, hey, if there's something you see you want, just message us and.
Yeah, no, you guys have been awesome. I know I've messaged you one time about, I think it was the Krampus. Yep. So I was like, oh, I need that. Like, I know someone who will like that. So.
Yeah, and I just sitting here, just the steady stream of people coming
Yep,
through the
I was just gonna
store.
say that it's been super busy all day long, and I mean the door's been opening all day long. You hear that bell ring, so.
Be forever in your podcast.
Yep, and you hear the tinkling of the bells on the door, and you're gonna hear the cemetery toll or whatever.
Oh, the funeral death march.
Yeah. It was funny. Somebody that's been coming to the store for a while finally realized the other day, he's like, is that your doorbell? I'm like, yeah.
Oh, nice.
So cool.
Well, I was sitting here setting up the podcast stuff, and then all of a sudden I hear dogs barking. I'm like, what are the dogs barking? It's like sounds like legit dogs barking.
It's the doorbell.
The doorbell.
Yeah. On our ring outside, that's the doorbell. Yeah.
Nice.
Yeah.
What's here? Yeah.
The dogs are barking.
But yeah, you guys, find all these people for us to interview, and so it's really cool how.
That's Randy. He's good at that.
Yeah, no, it was great. So,
I have
and
found
everyone
my
came
niche.
in at like the most perfect time. We were pretty much wrapping up.
Yeah,
So
we were flowing through them pretty good, and it was nice, hanging out with Randy at the Castle Chaos too, and doing our vendor thing. Typically we don't vend at our events, but we had like Lego that was just flying. People were buying it like crazy. I was like,
nice.
I was shocked. We walked out of there, for not there to sell. We walked out of there for $150, in pocket.
Yeah.
Yeah, that Trent spent most of it going down getting those drinks.
It was so funny. I ran into him the other day where he works. And I looked at him and I'm like, I know you. He's like, hey,
look
Liz,
familiar.
And I'm like,
You know my name.
I didn't recognize you without your hoodie.
That's what he said.
He's been in a hoodie.
Yeah, he likes to hide in that hoodie.
Button-up shirt.
Yeah, at work. Yeah, you can't wear the hoodie at work.
No.
So speaking of work and employers, I would like to thank your employer for bringing you in your first time.
Yeah,
because that's what you had. You had a gift card.
Yeah, I had a gift card to
they
here.
had bought
We had to. It was a small business week.
Yeah.
And they're like, well, here's a gift card. Go and use it wherever you want to. As long as it's small business. And at the time, I was just working right here next to you guys, and came in here and
that's right. Yeah.
fell in love with the shop as soon as I walked in. I'm like, man, this is my place.
Yeah.
I'm like, this is my toys, because I've always been a Toys R Us kid. And I'm like, Toys R Us is gone, but here's my new Toys R Us. We'll follow.
When you came in that plague doctor outfit the one time, I'm like, man, that's.
Yep, the jacket.
Yeah, the plague doctor outfit come out looking pretty cool.
I guess we gotta start thinking about Halloween for this year. It's coming around. Yeah, coming up.
Shoot, I don't know.
Yeah, I don't know. I haven't even thought about it yet.
No.
You gotta have your podcast outfit on.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Did you? Because you're in the Roscoe area. That they're gonna do away with that last Saturday.
I read that they were talking about it because they started to do trick or treat the last couple of years on a Saturday. So the last Saturday of the month they would do trick or treating in Roscoe as opposed to the 31st, just because safety reasons. I guess a lot of people congregate to the bigger neighborhoods and that kind of thing. But I think they're going to do away with it, which is, know.
Yeah.
I mean, it's convenient, but not. Like, come on,
Yeah.
just do it. Like, we did it on the 31st
Yeah,
growing up. Like, why
jeez.
change it?
Yeah, it'd be on a Wednesday night. And be out there trick or treating.
Yeah.
Yeah. So yeah, they're gonna lift that. And it sounded like it was gonna pass.
Yeah, so they were talking about it, so I didn't hear the resolution.
Yeah, I went in on the Facebook group and looked at all the comments. People were like, "It's just the 31st. Let's switch, Christmas to the 31st of December or something."
Right? Yeah. It's kind of the same.
Yeah.
Pretty much.
Yeah. Halloween's Halloween. Come on.
Exactly. You don't change all the other holidays. Like, you don't change Thanksgiving. That's always on a Thursday.
You don't change Veterans Day. You don't change Labor Day. None of
President's Day.
Especially this year, Halloween's on the 25th or 26th or something like that.
If that Saturday would have been really early, yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. So I think that's kind of one of their pushes to lift that.
Yeah.
So yeah.
Silly, but
Yeah, definitely. Looking forward to the whole witches market. I don't know why I kept calling it witches ball. I think that's the thing the pumpkin patch does is the witches ball.
That's what it is, the witch's
Yeah.
ball, at the pumpkin
Yeah, with
patch.
the kids,
yeah.
yeah.
That's why we think that, because we've gone there the past few years. Yeah. So,
Yeah. Go
they
out
do that one night, and, everyone dresses up, and...
I completely forgot to mention, there's going to be a witches dance right in the middle of all the entertainment.
Awesome.
How did I forget that?
I don't know.
The big dance,
We've got
Yeah.
20 to 25 ladies that are practicing
Oh, that's awesome.
Nice.
religiously.
That's
And
cool.
you guys did that last year.
Yeah.
And
We did.
I couldn't believe how many people of my friend group had video of this
Right?
witches. It's like scrolling down. It's like just at a different
everybody
angle.
was there. Yeah. That's
Yeah,
awesome.
because it was in this circle, and so it was like everybody had a cool, angle to watch.
Yeah.
We have Katie that's really interested in our podcast going on too. And
Oh,
has a really excellent story about some
Oh, well,
Awesome.
Okay. Great.
I will
Okay.
step away.
Well,
All
we'll
right.
get you here.
But good
Great.
talking with you guys.
Oh, yeah,
nice
thank
talking
you.
to you, and thanks for having us. Yeah. And if you want to get your awesome Ghost Frickin' Talkin' merch, make sure you hit us up at gftpodcast.myspreadshop.com. And they have all kinds of different colors and styles. And make sure you get your coffee cups and even your dog bandana.
175 on the parking. I said 175 on the parking.
All right, if you want to pull up a chair to the blue mic, I got that one hot for you.
Perfect.
I have to make it quick. 'Cause
No, you're
Yeah,
fine.
yeah, no
we're,
problem.
We're done at 5 anyway, so you'll be our last story. So
Actually, our last interview pulled up, so we might just.
Oh,
do
okay, be a little later. Okay.
Oh, okay.
Actually, the movie Dutch just came, so if you guys want to stick around later,
Yeah.
after she tells
Yeah.
her story.
Okay.
we can-
Yeah, we'll get them in for a short one.
Okay,
Yeah.
great.
All right.
So I have a crazy story, but I've always been kind of a ghost hunter myself.
Okay, cool.
But I am also a medium, but it has nothing to do with that.
Okay.
We we're doing a TV show with Billy the Exterminator. Have you ever heard of him?
I have, yes.
Actually,
So
no.
He was up here in Illinois.
Okay.
And they had come to film with us, and my husband was walking around. And we took him to a party up the street from our house after we were done filming. And we were inside, and he decided to walk out on the porch. And he had this little earphone thing that was supposed to amplify sound or whatever, because when he was inside, he's like, I keep hearing something on the roof. And we're
Oh.
like, okay, Billy. He's
Like, yeah.
But so he
In
walks
supersonic
out.
heering.
Right. And at that point in time, we had only had like one beer, so
It wasn't that.
And they had gone to dinner, and he said, it was really funny because he said in St. Charles they went to this place called the Office, and he said he kept seeing like blue orbs, and that place is like notoriously haunted. And so he's like, I feel like something followed me from there. And so we're like, all right, Billy. So I walk out on the porch because he's like, come here, you gotta hear this. And I'm like, okay, show me how to use the little ear thing.
Yeah.
I never got that far because as we were standing on this porch facing the road, this black, it was just a solid figure came running past us. And then they ran that way. And Billy and I are both looking at
Watching
it as
it.
it's going.
Yeah.
And then we realized that both of our heads are following it, watching it go back and forth. And it was like moving like so fast, like no human could
Run that fast, yeah.
Yeah, and I actually forgot one part of the story. Before we actually saw him run past, for a split second, when he was fiddling with the earpiece, across the street, I saw the black figure, solid like a man, standing next to an electric box. And then all of a sudden it was running past us.
Oh, wow.
And so, and then we both looked at each other and we're like, you saw that. Both at the same time. It was like, James,
Right.
You saw that. And we're like, oh my God, what is that? And he's like, I think it followed me. And because he was very, very much into that. And so all of a sudden my husband walks out behind us.
Mm-hmm.
And as he walks out, the figure like ran up to the side of Billy, who's on my right side, disappears. And this mist, I'm not even kidding, this was straight out of a movie. This mist, a solid mist, just rolls in. This is like the end of June.
Wow.
And this mist just rolls in and it just gets freezing cold. And I grabbed Brad's hand, my husband, and I put his hand out and I'm like, feel this.
Yeah.
And he's like, why is it so cold? And I'm like, I'm getting goosebumps right now just thinking of it. And I never did see that figure again, but it was the first time I'd ever seen like a full body
like
figure.
something
Solid black.
Solid black, so it wasn't even like see-through.
No.
Wow.
It was solid black, and it was like a figure of a man, but it moved faster than any man. could
So
ever.
did he have a hat?
I was just
or
gonna
was
ask,
it-
did he have a
When
hat?
I saw him across the street, I thought it looked like it could be a man with a hat,
Mhm.
but when he was running past, it was literally just a solid black blur.
It was just-
Oh,
and then it just ran right up to the side of Billy, and it was almost like it went in him.
Oh,
It was-
wow.
it was- and then missed, and it was just.
And then just gone.
And I'm just
Wow.
standing there going, this is like not even real. You know what I
Right.
mean? Like, I definitely saw it. He saw
Like,
it.
what just
It
happened?
Yeah.
But like it was like out of a movie. Like,
Yeah,
if
that's
you-
awesome.
If you put it in a film, no one would really believe that.
Yeah,
Right,
right.
yeah.
Yeah,
But
that's
really,
awesome.
really cool. Anyways, I just
Oh,
wanted to share
wow.
that story.
Well, thanks for
We
sharing
appreciate
that.
it.
Yeah.
Thank
And
you. We
that's
always
funny,
love
yeah.
hearing stories. You know when people are like, you know what, I actually do have a story. You know.
Yeah, we love
I've
hearing
got
other
lots and lots of
stories.
but
So.
that's one of the most fun ones.
And that's cool. Yeah.
'Cause he was a crazy character. on
Yes.
his TV show.
He's he's a character. That's
Yeah.
for sure.
So he ended up living with us for 11 months.
Oh, really? Oh,
We actually
wow.
did go out and do a lot of. We took him down to Bachelor's Grove.
Okay.
Oh, we saw stuff there too.
Yeah.
And we
So
got pictures.
what's in
crazy
Bachelor's Grove?
pictures. Bachelor's Grove is down in Midlothian,
Okay.
Illinois, and that is like supposed to be one of the most haunted graveyards. And that one of the reasons I think the graveyard itself is haunted is because there's a big pond right behind it,
Mhm.
and supposedly that's where a lot of the mafia like dump money.
Yeah.
and stuff like
Gotcha.
that. But you see weird things like glowing orbs that move through the woods. We actually saw
Oh.
that, and we got pictures of them. And when you looked at the picture, it just looked like a spine, like a piece of spine floating. Very, very, very
crazy.
neat. If you guys have a card, I'll send you pictures. But and I got a picture of behind a tombstone, this little thing, like a little gremlin or a little troll
Something,
guy, like,
yeah. Peeking around.
peeking around. And I
Wow.
taken 3 pictures. Is only in one
Only
of them.
one
so
of them.
Very, very cool place
Nice.
to visit. But the only reason we didn't kick out because we snuck in. Was the security guard recognized Billy from the show.
Oh, of course.
He took us on a tour.
Oh,
That's
no.
cool.
And then he's like, okay, I'll walk you out.
All right, now you gotta go.
We got to stay. It was really
Nice.
cool. Yeah.
That's awesome.
Second time we went with my friend Chris Fleming. I don't know if you guys
Yeah, I know Chris Fleming.
You know
yeah.
Chris? Yeah. He's a good close friend of ours. He actually lives like 5 minutes from us. So.
Okay, cool.
And that
Small
time we
world.
didn't get kicked out because we actually had permission.
Nice.
I always wonder about these places. Like, you know, if I go there, am I gonna get
Yeah,
kicked
am I
out?
gonna
or
get-
is it
might.
okay?
Yeah, am I gonna get arrested for this?
Right. I need to be
He's
arrested.
gonna be really, really
but-
nice when they come up. You're like, oh, I didn't know.
Right.
Ghost of my dead grandpa.
Yeah, right. Exactly.
Anyway, it was very nice to meet you.
Yeah,
Yeah,
nice to
thank
meet
you very
too.
much.
Thank you.
Yeah, have a good
Thank
one.
you.
All right, guys. So that is the end of our live show for Wolf Hollow here in Rockford, Illinois.
Yep.
Oh, how was
Wrapping
your
up
day?
Show 8.
We went
We're good.
overtime.
Yes, we did.
Are you gonna be able to hang in?
I'm hanging.
All right. I think, with these months of being off, my throat has actually, healed itself to where, last few times I've done live podcasts like this, my voice is gone at the end of it.
Oh.
But I feel like I could do another 6 hours.
Yeah, not me.
Yeah, not you. All right, guys. So we want to thank Liz and Randy of Wolf Hollow for having us out for our
Absolutely.
8th live show.
Yep. Thank you so much.
Thanks you all the people that joined in the chat today. Sorry we didn't see Haley. Thank you for popping in earlier as well. Thank you for popping in the chat. If you guys are listening to us on the podcast world, thank you. Make sure to subscribe on YouTube as well. You guys, we have extra content out there that you don't see on the podcast,
Yep.
here on the podcast. So you guys can
Yeah.
check that out. Make sure to check out our spread shop We totally forgot to.
Oh yeah,
plug
don't
Spread
ask
Shop.
me for the link.
Yeah. The link will probably be wherever you guys are finding this. We have T-shirts, mugs, dog bandanas, wherever you can get.
Yep.
We have gear. We got
Whatever you want, you can put our logo on it.
Yeah, we got our alt logo out there too from Mr. Hinkle Draws.
Yep.
So go to kevinahinkle.com. Go out and check out his spooky stuff. He also has non-spooky stuff if that's what you're in for. But if you're listening to this podcast, you probably want the spooky stuff. All right. Anything you want to say?
Nope. Thanks for joining us.
All right, guys. Everyone has a story to tell. And as always,
stay spooky.
Stay spooky. You mother truckers.